Welcome to Learning Plan 5, Days 7 and 8. Day 7 is Tuesday, September 22nd. Day 8 is Wednesday, September 23rd. In Task 7.1, you will be setting up a meeting for the 3 doctors that you've been working with throughout your internship. You need to block off a time frame which they can all meet. You will then be sending them an email or a memo based on the time frame of when you've set that up for them. So there'll be 2 documents you'll be submitting for this task. Task 2 is very similar to what you did in Task 1. You'll be setting up a meeting, staff meeting, as well as sending out a memo based on the calendar entry that you created. The only difference here is that you do need to set it up as a reoccurring meeting, and that's as simple as clicking a button when you are in there setting up that time frame. In Task 3, you'll be scheduling some procedures for a couple different doctors, and then as a result, you do need prior authorization to complete those procedures. So you'll actually be completing or submitting 4 different documents for Task 3. The schedule for the 2 doctors that you're going to be updating, as well as the 2 patients that you need pre-authorization for. In task number 4, you have a patient that has requested an office procedure, and as a result, what you need to do is go in and look at the fee schedule through coding and billing, identify what the procedure is, and then you will need to send an email to that patient identifying the cost involved in that procedure. So you will need, in task number 4, you'll be submitting an email that's going to be sent to the patient. In task number 5, you will be creating a patient termination letter. So what you'll be doing is going into your correspondence, searching for that patient, and then you will need to document the situation of why that patient is being terminated with your office. So you will be submitting a patient termination letter for task 5. In task 8.1, you will be managing an inventory. What you'll be doing is entering the supply list that has been provided to you in task 8.1 on page 95 of your book. You'll be entering those in the inventory form provided to you under the office forms from the form repository. After you've entered that supply list into the inventory form, you will then be creating a purchase order. And that purchase order is actually going to be created by you manually. There are no forms provided to you in SimChart. So what I've done is I've created a Word document that outlines exactly what you'll need to be creating. So the Word document has been provided to you in Blackboard under Task 1 for Day 8 of your internship. So it's titled Task 8.1 Purchase Order Form. So you'll be submitting that form completed as well as the inventory form for this assignment. And of course, make sure that you do double check on page 96. It provides you with the information of who you will be submitting that purchase order to. So the information is provided on that next page of that task. In task 2, you'll be completing a certificate to return to work for a patient of Dr. Walden's. What you'll be doing is going into the form repository, and you'll find that under certificate to return to work or school. In task number 3, you will be creating a memo that is going to go out to all employees based on a new policy that has been established based on cell phone usage during work hours. So what you'll be doing is going into correspondence and creating that memo that will be sent out as an email. So that is what you'll be submitting for task 3. In task 4, you will be processing 2 walk-in appointments. Um, you will need to provide the schedule for each of the doctors that you scheduled each of those patients for, as well as their patient demographics. If you look at the following pages of Task 4, you will see all of the information for both of those patients. So you need to enter that into their demographics. So you'll be submitting 4 documents for Task 4. In Task 5, you'll be processing telephone messages that were received in your office the night before. So what you'll have here, if you look in Blackboard, is first of all you do have the telephone messages MP3 file provided to you. But you'll also notice that Task 5 has been broken down into actually 4 different submissions. The first one is 2 messages that are just giving you messages, and then the other ones are actually asking you to set up an appointment and provide them with feedback. So again, because there are so many assignments that you're submitting to this task, I've broken it down. So if you have any questions about how to submit or what you need to submit, please let me know. But again, if you look in Blackboard, you will see exactly which documents you need to submit for which assignment to which section. If you have any questions about this learning plan or any other content within this course, please do not hesitate to call or email me.